Legend of Total War here with part 5 of my Hearts of Iron 4 Let's Play campaign as Italy. Right, so previously we defeated the Soviet Union and took quite a lot of territory, although the Germans got the most, or the best I would say. I just got most of the shit that's out here in Siberia, but that's fine. Now at the moment we're just sort of sitting around waiting for things to develop, you know, training my troops up a little bit. Probably stop this in a minute. I mean, we can come down here and help in Africa, but it's not important. Okay, they're not going to get any more experience than that. So yeah, just trying to figure out how best to end the war against the Allies. Yeah, research this. Now, let's have a look. If we look at the majors, we need to take out the United Kingdom and the United States. The UK shouldn't be too difficult to take out, but the US, that's going to be a real challenge. It's largely just getting there that's going to be the problem. But we're going to need quite a bit of time to prepare for war against the United Kingdom, unless we do a naval invasion, which trying to cross into the English Channel, it's not going to be easy with a naval invasion. It's going to be a lot easier, I think, to parachute over there. If it's one thing that the Axis has strength in, it's we have the best armies. But when it comes down to Air Force and Navy, Allies do better. Just because they've got so many allies that provide so many planes. I mean, the German planes might actually be better than a British plane. We just don't have as many as they do. So what's going on here? Yeah, I'd rather they didn't take supply issues. So maybe just stay here. So yeah, at the moment we're basically just sitting around waiting for something to happen. We could take on Japan. Yeah, but I've been doing it by myself and I don't have that many troops, do I? What about all their other forces? So we're looking at 300 to 400 divisions with 140. We're in the middle of recruiting another army as well, so that'll give us an additional 24. Oh, it's supposed to be Legio IV, not like that. Come on, we're Roman, aren't we? This is how we do things. Iberia joins allies, whatever. I mean, if we can get Japan's help against the United States, that'd be useful, that's for sure. British Raj is on their way out. We're going for resources. Good surplus in all things at the moment. So I guess in Lombardy we're just getting a bit bombed. But it's nothing major. It repairs on its own. I can't believe that Romania only got back its own territory. That's about it. Considering how much territory it and how much it contributed. Arguably contributed more than I did. We can improve working conditions again and get ourselves closer to 100% stability. I'll do that. Okay, it's a little bit ahead of schedule, but with 50% we can get that done. 50% reduced time. Now, this particular class here is not what I want. I want the super heavy battleship, so we need to research this one first to get to the next one. The one below it. Our navy considering the Black Sea here completely safe. No allied ship can get in here now. And of course German escorts getting sunk here and there. What are you going to do? How many factories does America have? What a lot. But if we compare total factories to total factories, we've got more, but only by a slight amount. Well, that certainly helped with British Raj gone. Still thinking about possibly attacking Japan. Because if I do it by myself, I reap all the rewards. So America has lost 750,000 men to Japan. If I was to ignore the Allies and go to war with Japan right now, because it seems like Germany can handle both the UK and the United States, at least for the time being. But if I was to go to war with Japan, I could take this territory. The thing is, this is not their annexed area. This belongs to it's just occupied. This is annexed. What kind of resource are we looking at in Japan itself, though? Bit of steel. Some good stuff in Korea. That'd be nice. China's got some good resources. If we took out the Allies first. Okay, who's got more war score? Yeah, we do. Our side does. See, if I was going to go to war with them, I wouldn't want Germany's help. What's their recruitment laws on? Oops, wrong thing. Service by requirement. So they actually only using up 7% of their total manpower. Okay, so I can start recruiting these if I want to. This is a new tech with the latest patch. Let me have a look at this. So this Special Forces hot acclimation gain factor, cold acclimation gain factor, right? These are mutually exclusive, so Advanced Special Forces Training or Expanded Special Forces Program. So it would allow us to have more special forces and get recruited faster, or the special forces would be better, but that would take longer to recruit. Extra supply grace, or just loads more. And then there's elite forces, which gives special forces soft attack plus 5%, organization plus 5, hot acclimation gain factor. Yeah. Okay. Engineer company entrenchment plus 2. Probably not in desperate need for that now that the Soviet Union has been defeated. I don't really bother with recon company too much. I know it is useful, but you only get a certain number of special slots. Military police. Might get that. Could start researching tanks. Although I really don't need the tanks. So let's have a look at something else. That'd be good. That's all done. So this one here is all finished. We're already researching some of these ships. So I want to start building a big navy. I'll tell you what I do want. I do want a good air force. Let's research close air support. So yeah, I really just think I'm just going to sit back and wait. Let the allies, let them all just fight amongst themselves for the time being, while I build up my army. They're the ones that are taking casualties. I'm under absolutely no threat right now. Okay, if that's going to keep happening, I'll build up the local infrastructure here just to shut them up. What other factions are out there? Let's have a look here. So there's so Axis, Allies, Greater East Asian Co-Prosperity Sphere. Those are the three factions at the moment. I think it's risky going to war with Japan right now. I mean, there's just... most of their forces are probably just going to be sitting around doing nothing. Let them continue, like, trying to do naval invasions to the US and deplete their manpower. Maybe if we start seeing the US... just thinking, the only thing we actually need to do is capture Japan. That's it. We capture Japan, and we get everything. Because it's the only major faction in this. All of these factions here will be annexed by me. And it just so happens we have a way into Japan. Alright then. It's on. Do we have a port there? Yeah, we can set up ports along here. Alright. It's on. We'll knock Japan out of this war. Okay, I need you to not engage. You've got a long way to travel. Off to Vladivostok with you. So it's going to take us a little while to get prepared. But this is definitely something that we can do. We're going to need numbers. We've certainly got the equipment for it. Why don't we get ourselves a few extra tanks? So we've got 5. So next time opportunity I get, I'll upgrade the type of tanks that we're building. So we need 19 more. And one more army. Why not? Got the manpower for it. So I think what we need to do is containment. Okay, they can't trust. They can't go into here. These guys here are their allies. Yeah. We need to have a containment line all the way through here. All the way around. Maybe even building forts all the way around might be an option. And I'm going to cancel non-aggression pact. So we won't get their occupied territory. That'll just probably go back to whoever, unless we come in here and conquer it. What do we need? Can always use more factories. Can't build nuclear facilities yet. Maybe a bit more oil. I mean, we don't need it right now, but I'm just thinking for the future. Your job is to look after that there. I'll let's put someone there as well, but let's just get them here first. You need to come over here as well. I'll upgrade this port here. Just don't engage with anyone in the meantime. How's our fleet? They should be okay if they're just disengaging. Where are they? Where's the other one gone? How far have they gotten already? Oh, they're already almost there. A little bit of damage taken along the way, but I don't think they lost anyone. It's just an escort, that's okay. Yeah, if that's the worst of it, then nothing to be concerned about. Okay, so it's alright. Yeah, just get over here. I'll spread you out a little bit more than that. In fact, I'll probably get them off the front lines and just fortify. Because all we need to do is invade Japan. All this stuff over here is just pointless. We take Japan out, they capitulate. But also on the other side of things, the more occupation bonus we get, the higher our score will be. Because the thing is, if we capture Japan, right, and America ends up with a higher score than us, they're gonna claim a lot of that shit. Of course, I'll just go straight in there and take it. Alright, so we've got a new army here. Let's see. No more available generals, we'll have to recruit a new one. That's okay. Get over here. Okay, so we need to make sure that these are properly built up. Pretty easy to attack down this way. So yeah, keep in mind we're looking at 368 divisions with only 164 of our own, but they're going to be stretched thin. That's our advantage. Just wondering if we should get some Marines. You know what? I don't actually think they're going to have that many people in mainland Japan. They'll mostly be in Asia. Yeah, that's probably going to actually be more useful. I'm still just going to go with infantry. I think when it comes to special forces, I'll get paratroopers, yeah. Okay, so they got here, pretty much unharmed. That's good. Hopefully the American Navy has more or less destroyed the Japanese one. I just hope they're not here right now. So yeah, Japan has inflicted way more casualties on the US than the US has inflicted on them. Speed up. Okay, so you lot come over here and get ready. So we should invade the main island, that's for sure. I reckon up here would be best. That way we'd only need dominance in this area here. It'd be a pretty easy naval invasion. So we got two options, in, of course, when we get there. We can either try and take this port, which is level 6 port, so they can get their supplies, or build a port when we get there. Okay, so we now have heaps of stockpiled infantry equipment. I did say we'd be needing more light tanks, didn't we? I think we'll slow down with this now. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, next time a tech is available, we'll start upgrading our light tanks. Okay, we may need improved infrastructure out here. Won't take too long to build all that stuff up. Got plenty of civilian factories. Just need to make sure that my men are properly supplied. At the end of the day, casualties does provide some bonus, but most of the war score is going to be on occupation, and USA has not occupied any territory. Stretched pretty thin over here. So I need someone to stand there. We're not all stretched thin here. Ah, shit. Cancel that. Oh yeah, because we got military access in their lands. There we go. Okay, we got supply issues out here. Let's grab two of you. And you'll come over here. Now, let's make sure our army's in good shape. Yep, they don't need any training. They're good as well. They could use a bit of a drill. Since they're taking attrition anyway, drill them. I want them to be the best soldiers they can possibly be. Experimental rockets, let's get on with that. Oh, wait. I did say tanks, light tanks. We're gonna make better tanks. These are horribly outdated, the tanks that we're using. This is speed. Max speed 12, 10. Oh wow, they can actually get faster through here. There you go. That's what we're looking for. Now, another downside of actually conquering Japan is that if America decides instead of to invade Europe and invades Japan instead, we basically need to make sure we leave an entire army here at all times. But that's okay. It's a lot easier to defend Japan than to have to retake it. If they land any forces here, we can just get there by land, but naval invasions can be a bit of a pain. Supply's not too bad. Once the infrastructure is built up, the supply should be okay. Nothing to worry about down here. They're all conquering it, you know, in my name, but I don't actually get the occupation bonus. We're down to 15% participation against allies. I suppose occupying all of the British Raj will count for a lot. Once we get to that point. That's going to help against Japan, considering we're entrenching. Let's see here. This whole episode is basically just going to be preparation for the attack on Japan. But a good amount of preparation will make the war go very smoothly. If you just be like, war, and then just like, line attack, just attack, you know, you're looking at millions of casualties. My plan is to go in there, take their fucking cities without killing people, and just make them surrender. Basically, find Hirohito, make him bend on his knees, put my dick in his mouth and my gun to his ear and say, suck or blow, which would you like? And just in case you couldn't get the reference, okay, blow means to blow his fucking brains out, okay? Just for all of you guys who don't understand, okay? Suck dick or I'll blow your brains out. That's quite good stability there, considering we're at war. $1944 now. So, since I last looked, Japan's lost about an additional 30,000 men. I wouldn't have lost anything because I'm not doing any combat. United States has lost about 200,000 men to the Japanese. Makes me kind of wonder if I should even bother attacking the Japanese since they're doing so much damage to them. Looks like the Germans are attacking the Philippines. Slow down. Oh wait, I was doing the wrong thing. We're gonna want a lot of... Well, I don't need that many light tanks. Because once the ones that we're needing are made, we won't really need that many more. I'm only making one army of light tanks. So yeah, these guys here, just to contain these guys so they don't run all over Russia. I go into Japan, take Tokyo basically, and then be like, yeah, that's the end of this. And all of these guys here get annexed. They all have to surrender. But I'm sure that the United States are going to want some of it. The more I occupy, the less the United States will get. Okay, good. We start making these. It's going to take a long time just to make a single one, but we can get started now. Since we're at 1944, yeah, big focus on... Oh, hang on, this would be good. Invasion defense, invasion capacity, plus 100. Okay. Start putting the plan down. So yeah, we're going for which region? I don't want to go straight to Tokyo. That's likely where most of their forces are. We need to get a base of operations up. There's no port out here. There's a port there, but I can just march in this way. It's that port there that I need. Or I could land here and then just build my own port. But then I'm going to need to get over this side. I don't need these victory points here, I don't think. We'll land here. Why don't we land on... Oh, actually, that's not wise. They might land one person there and all of them will land here. And I need them on this island here. So that's just to get them prepared. 84 days. Okay, so what I might do with these as well is that we've got a lot of motorized infantry in this, which was there to make it faster, but these light tank here actually are just as fast as them now. So make them like just all hardness, and let's just replace these with armored light tanks. So it will change. It's not going to change the... Actually, it significantly reduces the manpower cost. So that's actually good. But you know, we're going to need a lot of tanks, which is not a problem. Our factories can produce a lot of tanks. Okay, so... Oh, hang on. Oh. Okay, good. Where are we going to put these tanks? Let's see. Can we stay in this region here, just for the time being? I reckon if we use the tanks to punch through here, it's not well defended. Most of the stuff isn't well defended. But we'll see how we go. Just keep them up here for the time being. And this army is ready. So I need some more. What's it called? Need another general. I want you to drill. How are you guys done? You're done. Stop drilling. This is better piercing. It's fine. I don't want to change my infrastructure on it all. That being said, it's only rocket artillery 1. I'm sure number 2 is better. Doesn't have as much defense. A lot more soft attack. A lot more breakthrough. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not going to worry too much about those doctrines just yet. We're well past 1943, so let's get these going. Usually like to get the industry stuff done first. I've sat around here for about 2 years. It was 1942, I think, that we defeated the Soviets. It's been 2 years of peace. Across 40 minutes. While they, you know, fight in Africa for 2 years. Could recruit more. There's nothing stopping us from doing it. Yeah, is organized. With support artillery, logistics, fields. Hospital and engineer company. Good. Takes a lot of manpower. Probably won't be able to train that many of them. Oh, hang on. Do I really want to do this now? We should actually have all the equipment we need for it. Can I get 14 at the moment? Okay, we'll just get them going. I'll train another army of infantry. Just one. That'll also increase my capacity for more elite troops. I want to try and get 24. But in order to increase my capacity, I need more of them. Need more of other divisions. Unless I research... Let's see, where was it? This tech here. No, this one here. Expanded Special Forces Program. Increases my forces capacity multiplied by 5%. But that actually makes them slightly better. I'd probably end up going with this though. Later. They're taking up a lot of supply. Move half of them down into here. So we've got the infrastructure here at 10 and still we have supply issues. What's the problem? So previous bottleneck is at Vladivostok. Okay, we could probably get more supplies coming in through here by making another port. Okay, that's all we need to do. I don't need that. That's to help against France, which has been defeated, and I don't care about befriending Romania, so... But otherwise, that's going to always be there, so I'm just anal retentive. Let's just finish everything up. It's only 140 extra political power, and I don't desperately need my political power anymore. The next chance I get, we do need to start getting tank designers, because that's going to reduce our research time. Let's finish these things off. All in due time. What's our 0.49? Okay. There's industry stuff that need to get finished. Okay, so we've got the best of the light tanks, and these ones are the fastest. So medium tanks aren't quite as fast, obviously. I feel like medium tanks, I might just skip that and just go straight to like super heavy motherfucker tank. Which is about the same speed as infantry. What's their manpower cost? I suppose it'd be more or less the same as that. So let's compare their attack compared to light. What's this here? This is like versatile mixed tank. So production cost 10 times as much. Sorry, 10 times as much. So defense 6, defense 10, 74, 46, hardness 80%, hardness 99%, soft attack 38, supposed to 22, hard attack 9, 45. So they're really good against other tanks. Max speed, armor. So these are heavily armored. Having armor that is higher than the opponent's piercing value makes you take less damage and also makes it possible. So they'd be really good against infantry as well. Well, as long as they don't have lots of armor piercing. And it's got lots of piercing. And it uses up chromium. Alright, let's go down that road. So yeah, we need to make a lot of tanks to fulfill the need for this. So what we'll do is we've got this tank brigade here, the light tanks, but then we'll also have a super heavy tank. And they're used for just demolishing the enemy. Where are you going? Almost all veterans. Good. These guys here could use a drill. So it makes them 25% stronger, and all it is costing me, I don't think it's costing me troops. I think it's costing weapons. Which I've got way too many of now. Our factories are fine. I could basically supply China with an army. I could equip China with equipment. Fuck, mate. Alright, so let's see. So that's all done. Do we want to start doing carriers? I've never truly understood how carriers work. I think I'd like to get, like, some cruisers. Region-wide industrial integration. It will give Mongolia 1 build slot. Yeah, I'll worry about that stuff once we finish all the other things that we need. That's actually not bad. I think you can only do that once a year. So yeah, basically it would just give us 1 extra build slot. Non-core, you get minus 50% build slots. There's also South America. Remember in my Australia campaign, I used Brazil as a launching pad to get me to the United States, eventually. You know, just slowly conquering my way up through here, then to Cuba, and then launched just the most vicious fucking attack I think I've ever done. Because I had extremely limited manpower as Australia, and we just ripped right up through the coast here, nuking everything, and made them capitulate, winning the war for their Axis powers. And then I think America, after we finished with America, I went off to defeat Great Britain. But that was ages ago. It's basically a different game now. This will help speed up tank design. Good, so our research rate penalties have been negated thanks to all of those other things that we researched. Because that plus 20% time to research, that really will slow us down. It's basically taking away one of our research slots. And then befriend Romania, which doesn't do anything. Looks like Germany's getting a bit fucked up over here. Not a big deal. How many divisions do they have? 329. And they've expanded their factories by a lot. Jesus. They've lost 1.2 million people thanks to Japan. I don't know if I should take Japan out. Doing such a good job. It's 6-to-1 kill ratio against the United States. The United States only killed 166,000 Germans, as opposed to the UK, 1.1 million. All the American people watching this will be like, "Ree! America should get like 50 million times more kills because we're the best soldiers in the world. We won World War II." Do you know what America is? America is the guy that shows up late to the party, drinks the last of the beer, and then says, "I drank all the beer. I'm the most drinky person. I can drink the most." It's like, dude, we already drank 3/4 of the beer before you got here. Why are you so loud? Why do I do this to myself? Like, a quarter of my audience is American, and I go and insult them. I just can't help it. Although I do think a lot of Americans are actually self-aware about that now. And then whenever someone says something about Australia, I'm like, yeah, pretty much. Australia's shit. Well, it's not a shit place to live, but it's not like we got no culture here. Like, what's our history? Nothing. We've never been invaded. We never fought for our freedom. It's like we're still basically part of the British Empire, and we don't care. Okay, are you done yet? Okay, you're done with your drill. And what about you? You're done as well. Alright, cool. So all of our guys on the front line here should be pretty proficient. So I actually saw an image of a leveled up general. There's supposed to be like a like a button here that you can just press, and it'll let you upgrade it. But I think that comes with the DLC, and I didn't get the DLC. Maybe I should have. It's fucking $20, and I don't even play Hearts of Iron 4 that much. The thing is, like, I almost can't justify any of the purchases that I do for the secondary channel because it just doesn't get that many views. Which is fine. I do it on the secondary channel because it's more about enjoying what I do as opposed to I'm desperate for fucking views. Oh, so we need another army here. Oh, wait. Which one's this? Yeah, 24 divisions, okay. Oh, I don't have enough political power. Alright, so you... Why don't you come over here? We'll do 2 simultaneous naval invasions. How does that sound? Because I'd be very surprised if they could break through this. Especially considering they gotta cross a river, we're entrenched. We're European, so that gives us like plus 1,000,000% attack over them. Okay, good. So that's all of that done. So we can come down here and do some of this, but yeah, I don't desperately. Yeah, you know what? I will do this. It'll speed up construction. So there's our paratroopers. So we need 55 to get another commander. Leave and you go in here. Army 4. Hang on. Oops. Bloody hell. And no, those are garrison forces. There we go. So we got 8 legions. So if we look at the number of divisions I have now, I've upped it to 245. Which is way more than Japan. They must be getting them sunk, and it's not counting towards their casualties or something, I don't know. Japan's killed another 100,000 Americans. So these guys here, they need to drill. I know they don't have a general, but just get on with that. Fix the supply issue here, that's good. Almost all of Africa is under our control now. As in, Axis. Then there's Portugal, that's remaining neutral. to send 6 tanks over here. Because like I said, this needs to be captured here. There's a few victory points. Well, 1 victory point. The thing is, we're going to take their core victory points. If we take, like, Korea, for example, it won't mean anything, or China. Yeah, start getting organised. Where do I want to send you? Send you around this side here. I really want to capture this island here. If we capture this, this is the majority of their victory points. Should be able to get them to capitulate just off that. We should start also making nuclear reactors, especially in Russia. There's no rush on that. Just trying to think what next we need to do. We've almost finished industry. Oh shit, I just realized I never got around to making those ships. Battleship 4. And now we actually do need steel, and these aren't getting done now. Because that uses up loads of it. It's still going to get done, but it's going to take... It's going to get 1.64 of them done every year. Where's it going? Imzit. Yeah, I suppose that's fine, it's in Turkey. I'd import some more, but I don't want to. Where could I get some more steel from? I mean, I get some from Japan. 38, let me just add up how much it is. So it's about 80 from there. 100. Oh, that's a lot of steel. 180. That's already mine. At 200. 250. Loads of steel. If we take all the stuff, yeah, there's loads of steel. There's some in here to take as well. How are we going for tungsten, actually? Oh, we're good for tungsten. Yeah, it's just steel that we really need. Of course, you know which country has the most steel? fucking America. It's like 120, 88, steel everywhere. 140 over here. Look at this in Texas here. 640 oil. Get fucking real. Someone had a major United States boner. How the fuck do they have 640 oil, right? And Arabia has got 4. Or Africa's barely got any. Doesn't matter. Guess it was all just a balancing act to make. Once the United States gets truly, woken up, then it's like, fuck me, they're invincible. But for all their resources, they're pretty stupid. As in, the AI. And in real life. Alright, how we going here? All done? Almost. What am I waiting for now? I mean, we could go. We've got everything in position. Alright, well then, if we're going to do this... I mean, he's not quite ready yet. How are you? Maybe we'll bring them into position first. Oh, that's right. I was reluctant to... Okay, Japan just lost another 200,000 men and a few divisions. That's good. They seem to have halted their slaughter of the United States, which means maybe there's time to do away with them. We've got 27% war score against the Allies, which means if we were to win against the Allies right now, they would get 27% of the claim. Eliminating them from the war would give me some of that claim, plus all of their territory, apart from whatever the Allies want to take. Anything the Allies take, I'll just occupy. Alright, this is done here. Where do we want to send them? I mean, we've got all this under control. Could spread them out thinly. There's a lot of troops over here, so maybe we'll double line this. So yeah, bring them in. I mean, it's just for initial stuff. Just get them there and then fortify. It's very unlikely that these guys are going to be able to attack us. Could have built forts around here, but I really doubt they're going to be able to do anything. I suppose your special forces should be in the best shape possibly can be. So it shouldn't take them too long to get into position, and then we make the attack. Oh, mother of fucker. I have to justify war against them first. It's only going to take 10 days, so it's nothing. Don't do it that now. It's going to take these guys more than 10 days to get into position. Actually worked out really nicely for me that they didn't join Axis, because obviously I wouldn't be able to do this right now. Only 56 divisions. How the fuck do they think that they can defend Japan? Do you think their vassals are going to do it? Their vassals will defend their own territory. There's also a lot of rubber to be had by taking Siam. Oh, look, there's even more. Holy fuck, look at the materials that come from here. 547 rubber. I'll sort out my needs for the foreseeable future. So now it's going to say it's going to take 2 years to finish this off. This one battleship. Because we're lacking steel. Alright, Germany. How much do I need? Alright. That's 12 civilian factories needed for that. But luckily I've got 126 more, so it's not a big deal. Oh, and that's in total. Okay. So that means we'll be able to make 2 of them every year. That's pretty good. Oh, fuck. I just realized something. We need to create variant. See, I've got a bit of this to use. Let's see what we can do with it. So, shore bombardments, yeah, those would be good. Naval firepower. What does engine do? Give them a bit of max speed and max range. Yeah, don't really need that. Armor, that could be useful. What about reliability? What if I just add more to the guns? So what's this? Wait, what? Hang on. Hey, what did I just do anyway? Did I just create another one? No. What was I even working on? Actually, I forgot to rename it. Because I've never done this stuff before. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I think I screwed that up and made something I wasn't supposed to. Whoops. Because if I do this, so let me just compare it. Okay, so looking at guns, where is it? Naval firepower 36. Naval firepower 30. What is it? 30. Okay, so that is the better one. So if you create variant again, where is it? 36. Is it possible that you can just keep on making it better and better and better with more experience? Because that seems overpowered. We lose a little bit of production by switching it, but this one here is quite a deal better. This one here's got anti-air 22, but this one here, anti-air is only 14. Armor's 58. Oh, this is... Oh my god, this is what happened. I'm making the battleship for, and what I wanted was the super heavy battleship. This is what I need to compare it with. Could we make variants on the convoy? No. Alright, so switch. No, don't switch it. Yeah, switch it. I wanted to make super heavy battleships. Blech. So make one in a year. Okay, whatever. It's a waste of production, but it's alright. I'm still learning with that stuff. I used up a lot of my experience. I'll need to look back over the video to see what I was doing. I don't know what I was doing it on. I can't just be like Control Z and undo it. Or I can't just revert to save file because it's gone now. Still curious about doing that. That's what I was making. Did this make it any better? I wonder. I don't think I spent my points into this. I think I put it into something else and I've wasted them. Oh, there's nothing I can do about it now. I'll just need to be more careful next time. We'll get more experience and I'll upgrade the super heavy battleship class next time. Alright, what are we doing? Yeah, we're in 1945. Get access to nukes. Anyway, once I start actually building up a big navy and getting into naval fights, we'll get more experience, which will just continuously make my super heavy battleships even better. Alright, our guys are in position. Slow down. It's time to declare war on Japan. Oh, I forgot to justify it. It's okay. It's only 10 days. That won't take long. We're going to justify it for one of their actual territories. Let's see. Do it for Kyushu. No one can guarantee them. I think. Cancel our military access. Alright, let that time go. Okay, also get ready. Lead them on escort convoy. Escort. As soon as we declare war. I may need to actually do the Sea of Japan as well as coast of Japan. So, convoy escort. Stop. Convoy escort. There you go. Alright. We go. So they call everyone in against us. And in this war, I'm pretty sure I'm alone in it. Let me just check. Should just be them versus me. So who's that? Where am I in this? Germany's not there. Where the hell am I? Oh, there's a separate war. There it is. Looking at the wrong one. So yeah, I'm all alone in that war. So this is defensive. Okay, good, excellent. So as long as Axis isn't coming in to help. Join war request? No, no, no. You guys fuck off. This is all for me. How are we going on the frontier? Okay, anywhere it's possible for us to go and take some territory, do so. Give us occupation bonus in this war. Okay. Now you guys get down here. You're gonna punch through this. It's okay to use up our fortification bonus in this instance because... Oh, we've arrived. We've arrived with one. Where are the others? We get intercepted. It's okay. We might be able to stop them. What's going on here? They're still on their way. You get over here. So they're willing to fight. Okay, so this one here is done. Right. Now you get over here and help them out. Also, we need the construction of a port from here. Get that going. Just don't worry too much about it. Oh shit, look at what happened to their equipment. They must have gotten seriously hammered. All the divisions got there, they just lost a lot of their equipment. Okay, so... I don't know, it's not really working with this one here. They're just completely bogged down. These guys here don't seem to want to engage. Oh no, they're engaging alright. Look how much damage they're doing. Their navy's wrecking us. Get them out of there. Just go home. We landed with this, that'll do. Oh shit, that was the region where we landed. So far this hasn't gone very well. Here. Okay, now we're fighting Japan here, and their navy's probably a lot more modern than ours. And that naval invasion did not work. What happened to all of our goddamn supplies and equipment here? Just wait until they get home. Right, now I want you both to pull back. You're done now. Disengage, go back. A lot of naval experience, that's good. And these guys get home, minimal damage, but you know, I didn't get the full number of troops that I wanted to get here. Can you take this out? Looks like they'll be able to kick them out, so that'll give us supplies. But these guys are still on their own, taking Japan out. I'm not expecting that many divisions out here, though. So let's have a look. It was a big defeat. They lost a few things, but I lost, what's this, a heavy cruiser? Yeah. Anyway, it was just there to escort these guys, which totally failed. But at least these guys got here. That succeeded. And they've captured this, which basically means Japan is fucked. Have a look. We haven't really taken any victory points yet, or nothing serious. But when we look at, apparently they got more divisions now. Oh Jesus Christ! How'd they break through here? Well, it's kind of good that you're back here. Maybe there was actually some gaps there that weren't filled. Instead. Are they breaking through anywhere else? No. Okay, we're almost at an hour and a half, but I want to try and get this war with Japan to its conclusion. You guys are supposed to be going home. They pushed us out of here. It's okay, it doesn't matter. We take the victory points from down here and they just surrender. The hard part's over. We just need to land here. That's it. They're getting their equipment back now. Suck on that, America. I'm the one that takes Japan. Japan's casualties, 2,200 against us. How many did we lose? 130,000 men already. I guess the crossing really did a lot of damage to us, but that was the hard part. All we're gonna do is get to Tokyo, get to a few of these other cities, Hiroshima, make them capitulate. look, don't worry about that. All we had to do is come here. Miles and miles of no resistance. Just keep making that, because eventually I'm just going to switch this out for a plane, probably. A little bit of resistance here, but nothing major. I probably don't need all of them there. It's in the back here. A few guys will be at Tokyo. Oh, hang on, they're next to Tokyo. That's worth 50 victory points. Come on, hopefully you can get there before they do. So, we no longer need this. Thank you. And we've taken Tokyo, which is not all of their victory points, but it's a start. Just make more convoys for... Oh, hang on. Yeah, make more convoys, just for now. Oh, mother of fucker. I'm trying to pincer our guys here. So, the only really important battle is the one here. I don't want to lose my troops. Oh, that's going on. It's a bit of a mess, that's for sure. Get back off there. Did they by any chance nuke us? I feel like they nuked us. Because the amount of damage that they did to us, it seems like a nuclear weapon. They couldn't possibly have nukes by this stage, no way. Make sure our guys here don't get pocketed. I just need to hold out here, that's all I need to do. Just hold out. Look, they've got themselves pocketed over here, fools. Then again, I got pocketed here. Is everything else okay everywhere? Yeah, it's fine. Look, it's mostly just containment out here. Just keep it under containment. If we can cut them off, they're the ones that are actually going to get pocketed. That's not important. What's important is over here. Let's focus on this. Just by, you know, also making sure we don't get wiped out. No divisions have been wiped out. We just, I guess, lost partial divisions. If we attack this, that'd be a good idea. Just to get them out of here. Now, how are we going so far? So we've 41% towards capitulation now. Ooh, gee, that's not good for you. Stop. Okay, so Osaka and Nagoya are also worth a lot. Same with Hiroshima. Attack. Keep getting more industry from them. Half of their country is under our control. Playing Shogun Total War here, people. Shogun Total War, but it's only 3 months, the entire thing. Them down there, you get over here. We capture that, these guys here are Kingston. Good, we're winning there. Hopefully there's no escape for them. No need to take out their navy if we just made them surrender. So I just, like I said, just need to make them escort. And it's kind of a good thing that I sent them back, because then these guys were able to protect here. I must have just overlooked some of my defenses there. Good job, guys. Let's keep going. Don't worry about this, because this is going to be a very quick war. So, just took another one. That's 52% towards capitulation. Go in this direction. And what happened here? Oh, I see. Oh, shit. Oh, dear. They're gonna get pocketed if I don't bloody help them right now. We need to hurry this up right here. Yeah, they're fucked. Oh well, I can replace them. It's fine. Just hold out. You come over here. Just focusing so heavy on the Japan side of things. Yeah, they pocketed them. Oh well, it happens. This fight over here is not important. I really did stretch myself thin out here. I had to. I had to send a sufficient number of troops to Japan. which is working. I'm going to take a lot fewer casualties doing it this way than attacking the old-fashioned way. There's just no point in making the attack here. They're all just going to get annexed as soon as Japan surrenders. But these guys are proving to be better fighters than I thought they'd be. It's because there's so many of them. These guys here all have supply issues. Just get rid of them. I can bring these guys down here to help where we were really soft down there. They were able to punch through very easily. Should have, probably in hindsight, raised one more army to defend that area. But it's alright. Now, Hiroshima's worth 30, and that's worth 40. I don't think that's going to quite get us there. That's worth 10. Nagasaki's worth 30. Okay. We basically need to get them all. I don't mind if this is a 2-hour long episode. Because there was so much of this episode that just was nothing going on. I only wanted one of them to do that. What about the victory point here? It'd be good to take, but I don't think I would be able to take it with that. Okay, we go to Osaka. Ah, well, they're about to retake Osaka. Oh, another dip. Oh. Who got overrun? Not one of my units, must be one of theirs. Maybe the guy that was here. These guys here are cut off from their supplies. Excellent. Keep checking on this. I don't want to get more of my guys pocketed. 2 was enough, I think. Just keep the defenses here. Make sure they hold. So that's our super heavy tank done. Maybe even go this way. Japan is 69% towards capitulation. You come around over this way. Because we'll need to get into here. There's a lot of victory points there, Nagasaki. Good. They're getting overrun over here. That's great. They're gone. Good. Shit. I need some more troops over here right now. 5 should be fine to go there. Over here. need more over here. I think that was the worst of it there, that breakthrough that they had. But now it's all tidied up. We can just leave it. They lost a hell of a lot more than I did. So Japan managed to kill 200,000 of my men. That's okay. This is going to be the biggest reward. This is going to be bigger than what we gained against the Soviet Union when we win this. At least I hope. Also, taking loads of casualties, that's increasing my war score. Although that's really nothing to celebrate. Shit, they've actually got a lot of troops out here now. There's a nuke when you need them. Actually, you should probably clear him out. I'm going to try and pocket us, are they? Nope, we managed to open up the supply lines, and now they're pocketed. The pocketer becomes the pocketee. Back off. I mean, he shouldn't be able to get any supplies except from Kochi. How long is this going to take? Okay, that's all of my industry stuff done now. Get that going for the time being, just because I really want to just concentrate on this. That many of Hiroshima. How's this guy holding out so damn well? Yeah, no more breakthroughs here. Okay, good. Just about overrun. There's another guy here. Oh, I see. They came in from this side. Right, we'll push them over. So how many divisions does Japan have now? 123. We've taken out a few of them. I don't think we're going to get this done in time. Now we're seeing some serious resistance here. This is going to require a bit more than just a quick rush. It was good that we got to here, but it's going to require probably another 20 minutes getting through there, just because this kind of resistance is just not going to fold over straight away. Anyway, so that's the end of this episode, guys. So this I think it went really well. We lost a few guys getting here, but it was a pretty risky, ballsy attack. And the rewards, we'll see what that's like in the next episode. I'd be very surprised if Japan doesn't fall in the next episode. Anyway, that's the end of this one, so like and subscribe. Part 6 is next, and don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.